Hi guys, it's Mimberly and welcome back to the channel. So we haven't actually recorded in a good solid couple of days because I've been taking a rest week. But oh my lord, have you guys been asking me for the Caleb content. So Mim is going to deliver today. We're following the recommended chronological order. So we're next playing In the Summer. Oh dear, Misty Silhouette. Okay, game. Don't expose me for playing Misty Silhouette. We're not going to talk about that. Okay. A warm, gentle breeze caresses my cheeks as late spring turns into early summer. The air is imbued with tranquility. I gather my courage and enter the old familiar grocery store before me. When I was in school, Caleb and I would visit this place every day after class. Looks cozy. I didn't really go anywhere after school. I just used to go straight home. Now it's empty. Yesterday I passed by and discovered the owner was preparing to close down this old store. Upon hearing the news, indescribable melancholy washed over me. It's as if some of my cherished memories were about to lose the tangible proof of their existence. So I volunteered to help clean up the store. Outside, the sudden noise of a plane passing by reaches my ears, but I only catch a glimpse of the long contrail. I wonder what Caleb is doing right now. Caleb and I haven't seen each other ever since we parted ways in Skyhaven. Occasionally he sends me short texts, but he vanishes when I bring myself to respond. Yeah, so this is right after the events of the main story, huh? The counter displays outdated comic books and stationery. Behind the shelves is a door that leads to a garden. Sunlight filters past the half-closed door. There's a distant beam of light cutting through the dimly lit store. Even the endless summers here haven't changed. Oh, here we go. We're going to get flashbacks. Here we go. Caleb, there's a garden behind this small store. Can you believe it? Look, these hyadras are so pretty. Because that's how I would talk when I was a kid.
I remember this particular species is called Endless Summer.
Oh, wow. Caleb was a teenager? Huh? That's a weird name.
It's probably because the flower blooms for a long time. The name represents everyone's wish for a never-ending summer.
Carrying a storage box, I move to the shelves in the back. A few thick art books are neatly arranged on the top row. There's so much dust here. The heavy shelf abruptly creaks, and because of the uneven distribution of weight, it teeters precariously. I push it back to return it to its original spot. Suddenly, an arm reaches out from behind and effortlessly pushes the heavy shelf back. I quickly turn around. Caleb? I forgot how handsome you look at this. Fuck.
Even if there were 3 of you, you wouldn't be able to clean this place in time.
Caleb slightly lowers his head as he looks at me. Instead of stepping back, he doesn't move. I'm trapped between him and the shelf. A subtle how am I supposed to say that word? Ineffable awkwardness envelops the air. I struggle to look him in the eye. Dust particles dance in the glaring light. I avert my eyes from it, and in doing so, I avoid Caleb's gaze. Why are you back in Lincoln?
Business trip. And I just happened to be passing by.
That looks familiar by chance. Oh, what a coincidence. His arm slowly returns to his side, and there's just enough space for me to move away. It's then that I notice he's not wearing a uniform. A small suitcase sits at his feet. I'm reminded of how he used to appear when he returned home for summer break. It's as if he'll be leaving again after a few days. When are you returning to Skyhaven? The question, which escaped me countless times before, slips out once again. However, the passage of time has changed the context surrounding it. And the Caleb standing before me, rendered silent by my words, isn't who he used to be.
I just got back. You already want to know when I'm leaving?
That's not what
I'm pretty sure you don't live in this neighborhood. So why are you here?
If you really want to know, I happen to be passing by. Realizing that the same reason may come across as a lie, I add more to my explanation. I happened to be passing by when I found out the owner was planning to close down the store. I figured I should help out.
When you were a kid, you were too short to reach the books on the top shelf. How come you still can't get to them as an adult?
I feel fucking exposed right now because I get bullied from my height all the time, so fuck you. Okay, but I couldn't reach the second shelf back then. Now it's the one at the very top that's giving me trouble. My tendency to correct Caleb makes him chuckle. He reaches out to tussle my hair.
Did the shelf grow taller with you?
Yes, it did. The outstretched hand stops moving when it's close to me. Eventually, it reaches past me to grab an art book from the top shelf.
You still need to finish tidying up this place, right? I'll help you.
He pauses for a moment as if he just remembered my question earlier.
I'll be heading back to Skyhaven tomorrow morning.
In the narrow aisle between the shelves, Caleb is behind me. He busies himself. All my thoughts are focused on him and the insistent cacophony of chichar chirps adds to my restlessness. I wonder what he's been up to while we were away from each other. As I put a stack of toys into a cardboard box, a small model fighter jet unexpectedly tumbles to the floor. Caleb picks it up first.
FY26. Hey. Do you remember how I told you about my first test flight? It was with this plane.
Of course I remember. But even before that... Look at the plane on TV! It's so cool. It flies really fast and zooms past the clouds.
It's the FY26. Do you like it? I'll be piloting that plane in the future.
Will it take you away? Like swoosh and you're gone?
You're so silly, Pipsqueak. I'll bring you with me. We'll fly wherever and whenever you want.
This is kind of sad, I'm not gonna lie. This plane is no longer being manufactured, and you've gone from being a pilot to a colonel now. He looks down and presses the toy fighter jet into the storage box.
It doesn't matter what a person's role is. Everyone has moments where they're not in control.
Our conversation abruptly ends. Once again, our surroundings are engulfed by quietness, accompanied by loud chichada chirps. Do you feel hot? I'm gonna get some soda.
Go ahead.
Sorry, as Russian would say it. Soda! Because, you know, that's a great fucking video. Oh, Christ. There's only one bottle of soda left in the cooler by the door. Its vibrant orange colour can make anyone think about its delightful sweetness. Caleb, it's so hot today. Can I have some soda?
In your dreams. You said you had a stomachache a few days ago. If I let you have soda and Gran finds out, she'll scold me again.
But that was a few days ago. Look, I'm fine. What happened before doesn't matter. I want soda. I want it.
Okay. Stop pulling my sleeve. Here. But you only get half a bottle, Pipsqueak.
Yay! You're the best, Caleb. Oh.
Please pay for the item. Please pay for the item.
The cooler's reminder brings me back to reality. I pay for the bottle before the countdown ends. I mean, opposite with me. Every time the payment gets declined. Here you go.
What took you so long?
He turns around. He's holding a box of candies that's wrapped in retro packaging.
I can't believe Corkies are still being sold. I remember you being scared of getting the ones with a weird flavor. You'd grab a Corky and then put it back down.
Kids are always like that. They're brave because of their curiosity, or they hesitate to try out new things because they're afraid of the unknown.
There aren't any kids here? You want one?
Yes. Caleb and I grab two quirkies that are the same colour. He places the candy in his mouth. It tastes awful. I grimace. Then our gazes meet before I can look away. Caleb also frowns because of how bad it smells. Suddenly I remember the funny faces we used to make at each other as kids. My tongue is still numb from the bitterness when Caleb gives me the soda. The bottle is cold, yet I can feel his heat.
Drink.
I finish half the bottle in one swig. The sweetness washes over my tongue and erases the lingering bitterness in my mouth. I give him the bottle. I always did that whenever we shared food as kids. Caleb, Here. I stop talking as he takes the bottle from my hand. Like, you can tell the awkwardness is there, but the memories at the same time. Early summer afternoons tend to stretch on as if time itself can linger in one place. Now that the shop is clean, Caleb and I push open the door which leads to the garden.
It's been a while since I was here. These flowers haven't changed a bit.
Clusters of blue-violet endless summers bloom, yet the overgrown vines and leaves show no one's been taking care of them.
They're not as nice as they were before. Let me get the hose.
The fact that he's more muscly than Silas is genuinely pissing me off.
A new shooting range opened up at Azure Square. Do you want to go there later? Do a few rounds for fun?
Caleb returns with a hose before I can decline Tara's offer.
Did something happen?
A colleague asked if I wanted to hang out at Azure Square later.
If you want to go, then I'll be heading back to Skyhaven. I'll drop you off at Azure Square since it's on the way.
He declares as if he's preemptively answering my multiple choice question. I'm not even planning to leave. Why is he deciding for me? You don't need to do that.
Would it be inconvenient for you if your colleague met me?
I don't respond and bend down to turn on the water. Water droplets splash his chin. They cascade and eventually find their way to the necklace hanging around his neck. I look up and make eye contact with him. I'm not leaving. Caleb, I never said I was leaving.
You...
Aren't we going to water the flowers? Caleb is unable to respond to my question. A resigned smile tugs at the corner of his mouth.
All right.
He swoops down to adjust the water flow. When he gets up and meets my gaze again, his expression is noticeably softer.
Okay. You can stop glaring at me now. Don't you want to water the flowers?
I will admit, men in tank tops is a personal weakness of mine. The moist soil casket carries a distant fragrance, while the flower bed, having been nourished by water, displays a renewed vibrancy. Our earlier spat seemingly disappeared like the water that the flowers absorbed. The blue-violet flowers bloom in the garden. Yet in the corner is a white endless summer. It stands alone. I can only recall purple and blue endless summers growing here. I didn't think I've ever seen this white one before.
Looks like it's wilting. Maybe it needs more TLC.
As I lean in closer to look at it, I notice a glossy white hue peeking through the sepal. This flower isn't in full bloom yet. Huh? Upon hearing the sound, I turn around. Caleb looks away from me. Did you just take a picture of it?
Every day and every night, I'm surrounded by Skyhaven machines. I rarely get to see stuff like this. Even in my dreams, I sometimes hear the roar of warships and blaring emergency alarms.
Gosh. The corners of Caleb's mouth subtly tense. His brow furrows for only a moment. Once again, sunlight shines down between us at an angle. His hand is only centimeters away from mine. When are you coming back?
Hello? Is anyone here?
Oh. A shout prevents Caleb from answering. I guess someone wants to buy something. I'll talk to them. She's a regular at the store. She holds my hand and gives me heartfelt words to relay to the owner. Maybe the reluctance to say goodbye to places that hold cherished memories is a feeling all humans have. I return to the store. Aside from the faint chirchara chirps, a strange quietness envelops the area. Oh. Oh, look at him. He's just a sleepy baby. Even though he can go a little bit crazy. Caleb, you can't even relax in your dreams? Oh, he's struggling, isn't he?
Don't go.
Hey.
Don't leave me alone.
Okay, now he's being a softie. Oh. Caleb? That.
Sorry. I didn't mean to scare you.
Not gonna lie, that was a bit close. Surely there's gonna be a lot of like close moment scenes with Caleb and MC because they've been childhood best friends for God knows how long. It's okay, I just got something in my eye.
Let me see.
Did you have a nightmare?
Don't blink.
Okay, this is so like intimate. Jesus Christ. I heard that there's a fragrance of... That's too much for me to read at once. I heard that the fragrance of endless summers can bring people sweet dreams for a whole night. Don't move. Oh, fuck's sake. Beg up.
But there aren't endless summers in Skyhaven.
He should take some with him. Oh. Like, it's awkward between those two, but at the same time, it's because of all the memories they share, and obviously, as people get older, they change. They've both changed. And I just think they're struggling to understand now, slash, like, you know, kind of just understand that? I don't know. The ceiling light bathes the space in a hazy yellow glow. It's already nighttime. With the store's key twirling around my finger, I can't help but ask him something. Caleb, where are you going to spend the night at? He pauses before raising his chin towards a small suitcase tucked away in the corner.
It's already late. I'll just crash here for the night, since I'm leaving early tomorrow.
Then I'm not going home.
What?
I want to stay in the store for a little bit longer. After all, I might not be able to come back here again in the future. And she wants to spend more time with Caleb. The gentle night breeze accompanies us as the garden door is open. Side by side we lay down on the floor. We're enveloped by the sight of endless summers and the night sky. Caleb and I don't speak. Minutes pass by us. Caleb is the first one to break the silence.
It's been a long time since we were on the floor together. Back then, you ran over to me with your pillow and said it was too hot. You wanted me to join you on the floor to sleep while the attic window was open. Then you complained about the mosquito repellent being too stinky and refused to spray it on yourself.
And then I woke up itching like crazy the next day. I had mosquito bites all over my body. His laughter quickly dissipates in the darkness. Caleb, it's almost like you have a photographic memory. Caleb's face is obscured from where I am, but I can hear him quietly turning, so he faces me. Do you remember how many days have passed since we said goodbye in Skyhaven? How long has it been since we last saw each other? You told me to eat well and take good care of myself, and you asked if I would miss you. You also snuck that makeup coupon into my pocket. If we hadn't met up here, would you have not come back to see me?
Are you hoping I stop by and visit? Or are you hoping I don't?
Oh, I see what's going on. Caleb is getting mixed feelings. He doesn't know whether he wants to come and see us, but he thinks that we don't want him to. So he's getting mixed signals from MC here. Oh god, right, okay. I want you to answer my question first.
Have you thought about me at all these days?
Unfortunately, every single fucking day since you've released.
How many times? When I want to see you, will you also want to see me?
The lingering fragrance of flowers permits the night's stillness. Caleb patiently waits for my response. Or maybe he doesn't need me to answer. Time passes. Slowly he reaches out to me and his dry palm touches the back of my hand. His hand moves to from my wrist to my arm. It then goes to my shoulder, my neck, and then my cheek. Caleb's warm palm moves up as he closes the distance between us. And when our foreheads touch, I hear him. It's almost like he's sighing.
Hey. How could I not come?
Caleb. I failed to find the perfect words again, but it doesn't seem to matter anymore. The necklace, worn by his body, slips away from his palm. The apple gracefully lands in my palm. Oh! The following day is still greeted by nice weather. With everything packed, Caleb and I step out of the grocery store. He holds the white endless summer from yesterday. Are you taking it with you, Caleb?
Yeah. I want to bring her back to Skyhaven and take good care of her.
Won't that make her Skyhaven's first endless summer? Caleb lowers his gaze.
She's mine.
He raises his head and makes eye contact with me.
When she truly blossoms, she'll be stunning. I'm sure of it.
With your care, I'm sure she'll be blooming for a long, long time like all those other endless summers.
She will. She'll bloom for a long, long time.
Caleb softly repeats my words. I glance back at the store. The small door resembles a picture frame that has captured all the endless summers within the scenery. And so another summer has begun. Oh, that was cute! Guys, I'm like... Okay, hear me out. Am I the only one who still doesn't quite understand where I sit with Caleb? Like, that was absolutely adorable. Obviously, I could sense the awkwardness is there. But I think it's just more MC and Caleb kind of figuring each other out now. Because obviously they were separated for so long. I don't know, like... He's growing on me. He's really growing on me. Like, obviously, he's not going to take over Silas. Because, you know, Silas is, but my heart belongs to him. But... the cuteness, like, it's kind of like he has two different personalities. He's got, like, his more yandere side, which is not that intense yet. But I feel like that could get really bad. What the... No, that is bad. Do not do that. It's because this is the only screen I got set up for just chatting, and this is actually my stream one, so apologies for that. Like, he's got his yandere side, which we've kind of seen from the story, but I think that's not the worst. I think he could get a lot worse later on in the story, and that's just kind of the tip of the iceberg, so to speak. And then you've got his softer side, which still, like, is truly devoted to MC. And I think we definitely saw a lot more of that side in this particular memory. But, you know what? That was really, really cute. I really enjoyed that. Now, the next one we have, that is according to the chronological order, is exclusive Aftertaste. So, let's go check that one out. And actually, you know what? I think I might put some eyeliner on because I want to look like a badass bitch today.